than 10 million illegal aliens have come to this country.
And we don't like that. I want to be clear. We don't do the term illegal. So undocumented individuals.
That's sweet. They're illegal aliens.
The heck you mean? Lawbreaker, criminal, illegal alien, illegal alien, illegal alien, illegal alien, illegal alien, illegal aliens. Good day, folks. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. Thank every last one of you guys for taking time out of your day to view my content. If you do enjoy the content that I put out, be sure to click that like button right there so that my content can consistently be recommended to you. Don't forget to follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. All right, appreciate it. And last but not least, do not forget to double check and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. There's been some strange issue that's been going on apparently that YouTube is supposed to be working on, because a lot of folks are being unsubscribed from my channel and they're telling me they're not the ones unsubscribing themselves. Just like I have been unsubscribed from a lot of channels that I have been following, strangely. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys if y'all would do all that. We have to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because this, again, folks need to understand, from the gag order that's on President Trump, to them trying to tell us that I have to call somebody by their goddamn own pronouns, to them trying to now say you can't say illegal alien. Please, y'all, watch this video real quick.
A notable moment on MSNBC when host Simone Sanders Townsend corrects a panelist for using the term illegal immigrant. Listen here.
It is unjust and illegal and evil that more than 10 million illegal aliens have come to this country. It's imperative that we send those people back. This is an absurdity. The preponderance of these people, Michael, are male.
But what is the difference between an illegal immigrant who unfortunately engages in that activity?
And we don't like that. I want to be clear. We don't do the term illegal. So undocumented individuals.
That's sweet. They're illegal aliens.
Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor and joins us now. And Joe, Kevin Roberts was just talking about the illegal immigrant who murdered a 12-year-old in Houston. And then the focus of the conversation turns to semantics and language. I think a lot of people on the right would say, okay, if that's what you're focusing on, instead of a glaring issue that we have in this country, how can we possibly meet in the middle here?
Yeah, the part about if you engaged in that activity, also said by a guest that was on there, the activity of murdering and raping someone, is that what we're talking about? And if you're here illegally, Carly, you therefore can be called an illegal. And the fact that this discussion about the brutal rape and murder of a 12-year-old girl, we have a cable news host and former Biden administration official, that was Simone Sanders there, still making absolutely sure that these monsters are labeled in the most politically correct way possible. It's a whole bowl of wrong times 10. I have a girl that will be turning 11 years old soon, and this just makes my blood boil. And look, I expect this from MSNBC, which has officially debased itself beyond recognition in its insanity. But the Associated Press, which bills itself as a nonpartisan, objective wire service, for that organization to blatantly engage in the sin of omission by failing to mention these illegals are here illegally and just calling them two men is not oversight. It is intentional. It's an attempt to shape a narrative, Todd.
Here's the article Associated Press being called out for. It did fail to mention the suspects in Jocelyn Ngari's murder are illegal immigrants. And the reaction has been swift and harsh. Texas Senator Ted Cruz saying, quote, AP is fundamentally dishonest. Two men, entire story doesn't mention that the murderers were illegal aliens. This is not journalism, and hundreds of smaller outlets will run this word for word. America First Legal founder Stephen Miller adding Biden freed two illegal aliens into America, now charged with the most heinous and evil crime against a child. This is how the AP covers it. But I want to focus on what Cruz said, because I think he highlights the big issue here when it comes to the AP and unbiased journalism, because having worked in local news, the way it works at tiny stations throughout the country, you get the AP copy, you put that in your script, and now it becomes the law of the land in every newscast throughout the country. So what happens to the narrative when that happens, Joe? It seems like it becomes completely biased for Joe Biden, and it's incorrect.
Well, exactly to your point, Todd. So what happens is the AP will run a story like this, and so many local newspapers have had cuts to the point where they can't employ reporters anymore to cover the story and to cover it objectively. Instead, they have to rely on wire services like the Associated Press, where they just take that story and that gets dumped into their local newspaper. So this isn't just AP and, who goes to, AssociatedPress.com. This is in papers throughout the country portraying this narrative as just two men that it sounds like, oh, wow, these are horrible people who live here in the United States legally. That's the effect that this has here. And if I'm Donald Trump at the debate, I would ask Joe Biden if he even knows who Rachel Morin and Jocelyn Nungari are and what happened to them and how they got into this country, because the current president has not contacted these families and absolutely should here. This cannot continue. And this is not a one-off or a two-off in this situation, guys. We saw it with Laken Riley earlier this year. We've seen countless stories of rapes and murders happening, conducted by people that should never have been here in the first place if we just enforce the laws on the books. And that's all people want. Democrat, Republican, just common sense. If you come into the country illegally, especially if you commit a crime, you should be out of here on the next flight. And that's just not happening at this point.
That's absolutely right, Joe. The point of the story isn't that they were just two men. And if you ask the parents of, like you said, Laken Riley, Jocelyn in Houston, the 13-year-old girl in New York who was raped, whose name has not yet been released and isn't because she is too young, despite what happened to her. Rachel Morin in Maryland, if you ask their parents, every single one of them has come out and already addressed the legal status of the people who have committed these heinous crimes against these young women, teenagers in some instances, because the point of it is that they shouldn't be here to begin with to commit these crimes. Exactly. And if the border was secure, then those people would still be alive today, or in the case of the 13-year-old, would not have been sexually assaulted, a crime that will stay with her for the rest of her life.
See what I'm saying? We don't say illegal. Out of bank, illegal alien. Well, sir, you're illegal alien. That's MSNBC, The View, CNN. Y'all know that's the reason why you guys do not want me to come on and do an interview, because I am someone who is not a politician. I'm no respecter of person. I don't care about reputation. I'm not up there trying to be all perturbed. I will talk just like this. Yes, I'm a medical professional and a very good one in two different aspects of the medical world. But at the same time, I will sit there and give it right back to you lunatics like y'all trying to do us. You're not going to make me call somebody by their pronouns. You're not going to make me say, you're not going to make me call them, undocumented, illegal aliens. God dang it. The heck you mean? Oh, Ty, somebody just robbed the bank robber. Oh, Ty, they just robbed the bank, criminal, lawbreaker. It does not matter what degenerate, foolish, crazy, psychos. Here y'all go having sympathy for the devil. These folks are doing things illegally right from the jump, and you telling me I can't call them illegal? Man, I don't want to lose my voice again. You know why I pulled you over, sir? Why? Because you were speeding. You broke the law. At that point, you're a lawbreaker. If you're stealing, is that illegal or not? Yes. So what's wrong? That's called theft. It's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Coming into this country when you're not supposed to makes you an illegal alien. That's the term we got. That's the term we're going to use. We're not going to change it up because y'all want to go all woke and have sympathy for these folks that are knowingly committing crimes, knowingly coming to our states illegally, and you want to call them undocumented. What the freak, whatever. They are illegal aliens. Woo, y'all, I'm telling you, that's why. MSNBC, I know y'all. I know why. I know when y'all try to have me do an interview, CNN, y'all want me to do an interview. I know why y'all have things a particular way. Well, we're not going to do it if you're not going to cooperate and know why. Well, then don't stop sending me emails and have me go on y'all show. I'm not going to do it. I don't care when y'all try to say, well, it can get you plenty of views. I don't give a good goddamn gonna care. Y'all don't want me on your show. Plain and simple. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to use my constitutional right to say whatever I want to. If I want to call the ones that are in our country illegal, a bunch of degenerate, possibly, I'll call them whatever I want to. I don't care if I will call anybody, even if it's an American citizen. If somebody does something crazy, if I say these stupid morons, I will call them that. Well, we won't want to say that. We want to call them unknowingly to the morons. The heck you talk? Don't call them thugs. They're thugs. The guy that sat there and murdered Lake and Raleigh, he's a murderer, criminal, evil. Well, don't call him that because evil. And he was an illegal alien. Heck you mean? Anyway, y'all, this stuff gets me pissed off. Don't forget, hit this right here so that this content can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Because, guys, I'm telling y'all right now, I predicted it. Once the elections and everything heated up, I told you YouTube was going to suppress the channel. They're going to suppress the views. They're going to suppress. And some of you, I work around folks from Chicago all the way to St. Louis that are telling me that they're not even getting notified. Although I looked and saw their phones, all notifications are turned on in their phones, and YouTube is still not alerting them of the content that I'm putting out because it pisses them off that I'm not going along with the Negro playing victim. Don't matter anyway. So it's up to you guys, and I pray that y'all do that. Let somebody know about the channel. Share the video. Don't forget to hit this thumbs up button right here before y'all get out of here. Go into your cell phones. If there's anybody that you guys know would benefit from this channel, let them know about the channel and encourage them to subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate you guys viewing my content. I really do. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.